Good afternoon, teacher and classmate. My name is Miguel, and I'm going to develop the activity 1 and 2 of the guide 2 Multicultural Context program. And the main topic of this presentation is explain about the how and about how political, economic, and legal system affect in international business. So for this case, I have choose Kazakhstan country to develop this presentation. So Kazakhstan is located in the middle of Europe and Asia. Have a really good location between Russia, China, and Middle East, and also have a really good, very big and important port in the sea and the Caspian Sea, where they export more of the grosser gross product domestic. That the 50% of the gross product domestic is oil and gas and some others no renewable energy. See? And the good education for in the country is also about Russia. The Russia investigation space satellite tile is launched from Russia. So this is a 18 million country. It's a very young country. It's only 27 years old country. After they separated from Soviet Union, and we are talking about the political system. It's important to say that Kazakhstan is a very extended territory. It's the half of big of Europe, and we are talking about we are going to talk about how they are going to use that territory. So we are going to talk quickly about the political system and how that affects the business, the international business. So the political system of Kazakhstan, in the head of the president, the legislative power, executive power, and judicial power. So this how you can see the head of the president who makes the legislative, handle the executive power, and also have the power in the judicial power. So it's a kind of dictatorial presidential. So president. So the president of Kazakhstan is Nursultan Nazarbayev. Is a president who has more than 2 decades in the power, and the system, how you see, is very powerful. They make all the political about the economic, about the legal, and about the political system. So how this influence in the economic system? According to the risks, the country risk rank, Kazakhstan have that they categorize 1 the minimum and 10 the maximum. Political 1.8 they consider elevated. Why? Because it's a president in the head, so the foreign investor be afraid to maybe so if the president can expropriate the assets of the foreigner investment. So that's they categorize 1.8. Economic 2.9, very high. Why? Because more than 50% of the gross product domestic of the country is about the oil and the gas. And how we know in 2008 from 2008 to 2014, the oil price have changed too much, and that affect directly the economic of the Kazakhstan, who had no more alternative to engage in another markets. It's just for the oil and gas. The tax they consider elevated and 2.2, and operational 3.0 very high. Why? Because Kazakhstan had made for 5 years ago a project to increase the export of oil and gas, but this project haven't developed well because the construction haven't cancelled and continued, and they delayed the works. So they consider a 3.1, 3.0, and security 1.7 they consider very elevated. So going back to this age, how I said before, is the Kazakhstan, the economic system, I emphasize in the bank system, is a national bank system that doesn't work well lately, because the policy or the strategy that using the banks has an impact in the entrepreneurship, in the small entrepreneurs, in the big entrepreneurship, and that worse the economy. Also, the small entrepreneurs and the big entrepreneurs don't have very they are not in, they don't see a very good vision about the country and to open new markets because the bank system. So, and other things that the Kazakhstan government are working in democracy. They want to be a democracy, so that they start and they join in the 2015 to the World Trade Organization to recognize, to get recognition from another countries, and to develop a modernization there for the and for evolution in the country. Kazakhstan have in political, very political and ambitious strategy that they call Kazakhstan 2050. That includes political, yes, policy about many topics, about education, economic, health, and and some and develop new renewable energy. So I want to emphasize in that, because in 2050 project have two items: long term long term and short term. In short term, they want to increase the oil and gas export, and that the money that they're going to earn in that sport, they want to invest in new technological, to make new technological, to get to be ecology economy. They call green economy. And in the long term, they want to be a country that doesn't use oil and gas, just use the economic renewable energy. So, and also the very good strategy alliance with another countries, for example China, Iran, and Uzbekistan. For example, in China, China have a project to short the distance with China and Europe market. So they want to make a bridge and road that's going to pass the territory, Kazakhstan territory. Also, they have made already the train that connects Kazakhstan, Astana, and Iran and Uzbekistan. That's going to open the market. In conclusion, I want to say that Kazakhstan is a country that have problem about the politics that make a very high risk for an investor. But I want to say that it's a very young country. It's a country that's emerging. It's just 27 years and that's very good political that they call Kazakhstan 2050, and that they have a very good alliance in such Russia, China, Iran, and some country of Europe. So thank you very much. I hope you be interested with this presentation.